Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Comic Book Noise. This is the second part of the subject that we talked about prior, called Are the Fanboys Controlling Hollywood? And so here are a few highlights first that I'm going to show you what happened in the last video that I made. And then we'll continue with this subject with this video I'm making now that you're viewing. But first, like, subscribe, and share. Here you go. Are the fanboys controlling Hollywood? But before we start on the subject, let's start on the meaning of the word woke. I just wanted to really clarify the meaning so everybody understand what the word means and what it entails. Okay? Woke is an adjective derived from African American vernacular English, originally meaning alertness to racial prejudice and discrimination. Beginning in the 2010s, it came to be used as slang for a broader awareness of social inequalities such as racial injustice, sexism, and denial of LGBTQ rights. Woke has also been used as shorthand for some ideas of the American left involving identity politics and social justice, such as white privilege and reparations for slavery in the United States. As I stated before, if you have a leading character that's within the LGBTQ community, that's the lead character of the film, it's a woke film, basically, because it's not out of the American standard norm of having a straight white male character leading a film, first of all. So Deadpool is evidently in the LGBTQ community. He's, I may have the reason wrong, he's bisexual or polysexual or polyamorous. So I forget what it is right now. The terms in the title of what the character is. He can sleep with basically any consenting adult of any gender, because he proves that within the comic book title and as well as in the film. I've noticed it from day one when the first Black Panther movie came out. The first Black Panther movie came out, I think it was like 6-7 years ago. And remember Ben Shapiro did a review on it even before the movie came out. He did like some kind of review or commentary on the film Black Panther. And he went on a rave about this doesn't change anything about the Black community and how bad it is and all this other stuff. And he was upset that the Black diaspora, the Black community, worldwide were excited about the film Black Panther. So this is what alarmed me from the beginning of the racism or the isms in, I guess, sci-fi and fantasy hero genre. And Black Panther came out and that was like the first solo Marvel project of a solo character making over $1 billion. That a lot of these fanboy bloggers are still upset about a Black Panther film that's still established. I want to get to the subject of these fanboys too, doing initial hate bombs on the film before they even see the film or even come out. They see a trailer, they hear of a movie being made that they don't like, that has some sort of diversity in it. They already bomb it and rate it and do already hate blogs on it on YouTube. And it's really concerning because it's sort of like a systematic thing happening with a lot of these bloggers, especially when it comes to Black females leading a movie or a big franchise. When it comes to a Black female, oh, the hate is on overdrive. Mermaid, they created Little Mermaid, and this is in the fantasy realm, of course, it's Disney. They were looking for the Little Mermaid that would make the perfect mermaid, and they heard Halle Bailey sing, and they heard just her aura and her essence, which I saw the movie, by the way, which is amazing and beautiful as well as I saw the original animation. Superb. I say see it on Disney Plus right now. It's a beautifully made film. The hate that came so much from this film before they even seen the film, this and this and that. And what really boggles my mind is these same people try to say they're not racist. Then you're talking about identity politics, but you think the Little Mermaid, which is a created fictional creature, a mermaid is not real, and the mermaid isn't a real character, a real person. It's a character that was created. And it's Disney's version of it, so they can cast whoever they want to in it. And the thing about it also, too, is that The Little Mermaid was a beautifully made film, and it didn't talk about race. So you can put anyone's race within the film, who just embodied the character. That's the important part. I love this thing where they talk about identity politics, but then at the same breath, they're talking about, oh, well, she doesn't look like her. She needs red hair. She should be white. This is what she should look like, and this and that. But that's identity politics, what you're trying to promote as well. Now that you've heard the highlights of our prior video, now we're going to proceed with the video at hand that you're viewing now. Enjoy. A white representing franchise. Like, how can you hate bomb a series before it even comes out? So to me, it's propaganda. And propaganda is used in so many various. It can be used in a good way, it can be used in a bad way. We've seen throughout history how that propaganda can be used. To me, this whole thing is almost systematic because they're trying to skew the regular viewer of a film before a film even comes out, or a product that even comes out. And so I see a lot of it is targeting products with minorities representing them. And it's really almost jovial to me when somebody says, oh, there's overrepresentation, when we had throughout history of basically almost 400 years of one-sided representation of something that was being held as propaganda in America of one demographic, and which is the white straight male and, white straight female. So, but as we know, there are other people that exist in America. America wasn't supposed to be that way, and this is how it should be. So with the fanboy revolution, or that trying to be a revolution, they are trying to hold back time and push it back. If you want to progress as a society, you have to progress. You have to progress in society as well as technology or anything else. And so they're trying to use old tactics in a new modern way to uphold their agenda, talking about agendas. So those agendas are to hold the patriarchy of the white straight male. And I also wanted to talk about how diversity works. Oh, and by the way, the Acolyte is pretty good. I had to give it a chance to see. It is actually pretty good if you give it a chance. And I know it's canceled now because of probably most due to the propaganda it was getting before the film came out. You should check it out. And another thing with the hate bombing, this is why Rotten Tomatoes have changed its course, because they noticed that people just started to hate bomb and a film or anything before it comes out because of these things. And it is true that fanboys and fanboy bloggers are making this promotion to bomb a film because they don't like it for their particular reasons. And so it's not giving a film a fair chance to be seen on its own without any preconceived notions because of this unwarranted propaganda that's been spewed all over social media. This is why I say wokeness does work in a film, because if wokeness means diversity, that means you can get all different types of audiences in your film. And I can name so many films that are considered woke. Again, people deny it, but the Deadpool and Wolverine film is woke. The Barbie film is woke. Alien Romulus is pretty good. I saw that. I have my gripes about it myself, but that's my personal gripe, is woke. There's so many other films that are considered woke. I can't even think of it now, but I'll post it up. You'll see it now because I can think of it now. You'll see the posters of it now in this video as I'm speaking now with it. It does work, and it is a very successful path to go to. I would strive for Hollywood to keep the woke initiative and to keep alert and aware. Also, too, look at the actions of these fanboys. And, in the future, look, as I tell you, look what films they're going to target. I'm sure they're going to target Ironheart. They're going to target the new Falcon film. They're going to target Wonder Man, because I think they casted a black male in that film. The fanboys are targeting Snow White like it's nobody's business. It's really insane. Like before the movie even comes out, the visceral hate that came out about this film right away when they did the casting of it and they found out who it is. It was just amazing, the bloggers. And then you have, I guess she was like in 20 or 19 when she made her statement about this Snow White film is different. It may have been, she's young, and we all done young, stupid things when we're young. I can tell you I have, and I'm sure anybody out there can say they have as well. And she's on the public platform. She said something. She was young and didn't know the politics and how to go about things. And these 40 and 50-year-old men bloggers are going at this young girl with visceral hate about something she just said about a movie she felt about the character. And it's just mind-boggling to me that these grown men are going viscerally at this young, basically a kid, for saying something, that might not have been the smartest thing to say, but at that age, who would expect anyone to be perfect in that sense? And the hate, and that just fueled their hate because they saw that she was Latino and she was casted as the Snow White. That just helped fueled it and blow it up to no end. And they're trying to destroy this film and this girl's career. And these are 50, 60-year-old men blogging and writing all over the place about this film and how it's hateful, and they're trying to destroy the film. To me, I saw the preview. The film looks good to me. I don't care what anybody says. I saw the previews and it looks good. I'm going to see it, and a bunch of my people are seeing it as well. My family and friends are going to see it. But it's just mind-boggling that these men, or not even men, these people, because there's women, female bloggers that are against this, that are anti-woke as well, which is mind-boggling to me, as well as anyone that's of a minority that's an anti-woke blogger. Because at the end of the day, it goes against your self-interest. Because if the powers that be come in power, you would not have a blog at all if it were up to them, and if they gain more power, that could be achieved. So, I just wanted to give a little something about it, and I've been woke from day one. Like I said, back in the 1980s. Late 80s, early 90s, when I was working at Marvel, I used to yell, we need more diversity in Marvel. We don't have anybody as strong as the Hulk or Thor or Phoenix or anybody like that. We need more representation. Why don't we have, this Black Panther, he's not as strong, as powerful as the Hulk or Thor, or be with the heavy hitters like that. Like all the top powered or top membered team powerhouses were all basically white males. And I don't know whether it was written like that, because I know back then what we call fanboys now. I know when I was working at Marvel, we called those same people the Old Boys Network. And so, again, this is why when I busted out from Marvel, I decided to create it, well, not from Marvel, from the comic book industry itself. I wanted to do my own comic, my own way, because I've always have. I didn't realize it when I was young, and so that's why I came to create Digital Noise, to show different representation, to show something different, something new, something alive, something current that's now, not keep an old status quo. And so I just created my own comic book, Digital Noise. Again, I created my first title from Digital Noise is Delete, and Delete was the first Black African-American superheroine in her own comic book series, basically on a regular basis, that when I could put out a book, an issue. And so, it was in different medias, as far as news medias and stuff like that, because it was kind of new of its kind, and everything. And so she was the first Black female heroine to have her own comic book title on a regular basis. I can't think I came out with 5 issues. But yeah, so it was the first thing. And then the other one is The Positive Omen. And it was the first comic book ever to focus on HIV/AIDS awareness. And so it was a super group where all the superhero team members are HIV or AIDS positive. And, now recently I'm coming out with a new book, a new title called The Sound System. And it's a new kind of comic book superhero team where it talks about, it focuses on music and different genres of music. So that shows diversity within itself. I'm all about diversity, and my comic book company basically represent wokeness. It's not trying to be woke. It's not, sculpturing its way to be woke. It is woke because all the characters I created are original and from the beginning. So I can understand some gripes about some of the characters being switched from white to black, or race swapping from characters that were established as white when they were created till now. I can understand that. But what I don't understand is characters that were already established black from the beginning, or just created as a character and you have an issue with that. But anyway, if you think I'm wrong, and this is just a part 2, because number 1, I wanted to define woke, because the right has stretched it and bubblegummed it into something else. And that started with DeSantis when he was trying to attempt to go for the presidency, but Trump beat him out, of course. And I just wanted to give a definition of the word woke so you can have a clearer understanding of what woke is, because I realized from the last video, a lot of people didn't understand the meaning or the history of the word. But anyway, if you think I'm wrong about what I'm saying and you're saying, oh, you're a racist because you're saying we're racist, or the fanboys are racist and biased and homophobic and misogynist. You are all those things because you're saying that they are, or am I right and you see the evidence of it? And also, like I said, just if you want to see what I'm saying is true, see how these same bloggers treat the new Falcon movie, how they treat, of course, Snow White has already been attacked, seeing how they treat Ironheart, and there's so many other just any future projects with minorities that are representing strongly in them. It could be lead or social construct of the film. Just see how they focus on these films before they even see it. Before they even see the film, I want you to witness their actions. Don't listen to words. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and again, like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I want you to be safe, be careful, and take care.